Hey guys, Stavros here from RPM Auto Reviews. Okay guys, here we are at the Mazda section, and we have here an all new for 2020, a Mazda C30. So what that is basically, it's almost identical to the Mazda 3, but the main differences are that it's higher up with more ground clearance, which I'll post below. And the interior cabin is a little bit more roomier, so it's got pretty much the same grille as it always had. So as you can see, it's got the same design as it did before, same nice grille, just a lot more ground clearance. This version has 18-inch rims on it. So coming around to the side and the back, so this one's got a lot of the black rubbery cladding there, so it is, so if you're going off-roading down camp roads, etc., it's more for handling any scuffing of the side of the lower part, going through rough terrain and all that kind of stuff. So I think down there is not too bad. I don't like it up here. Back here switches to a titanium kind of gray thing. Again, similar design to the regular Mazda 3, but the CX-30 is all-wheel drive. And in short, it's basically the same vehicle except for it just has a little bit more interior cabin size, and most likely it should have a little bit more cargo space. We have a spare tire here and a little room for a couple of things. Oh, this is probably for the jack and all that kind of stuff. So not a lot of hidden room to put anything down here, which some of their Mazda, I like when there's some extra space for putting spare oils and emergency kits and stuff. We have a couple of tie-down hooks here. So it's a decent little size for its size. So coming around to the side, the door opens actually almost 90 degrees, a little bit more than some of its competitors. We have a hard, soft kind of rubbery feel here. Hard here, soft here, hard here, and a little room for the cubby space there. Let's get inside. Okay, so sliding in here, relatively easy to get in. It's got very soft, nice bolstered seating. The reclining is only one position. It's a little bit more forward leaning than I would like, but not as bad as the RVR was. See, if you come a little closer, you see it's got a little bit bolstering for the side, so it hugs you a little bit more comfortably, and it's very soft. It is, and it's a comfortable seat. It's not too soft, but it's a little bit more comfortable than the Mitsubishi RVR was, so I'll give it props for that. And we do have here the venting here. I don't see any USB ports back here. The armrest is very wide and well padded, and some rubber support cup holders there. Nice soft leather. We got soft materials here, and we got softer here. A lot of foot room underneath here for passengers. Even if you got boots on, you can get your feet underneath there. And the seat at the moment is positioned where I would be sitting, and there's a few inches here. And for headroom, now this regular CX-3, I can just get 4 fingers over my head. With this one, my complete 5 fingers pass, so it's got good headroom here, more than the CX-3 does, or the Mazda 3 does. So moving to the front, similar to the back, we got a lot of the hard and soft in the middle. The usual power seats here. We have a larger cubby area here. We have power seating and lumbar support in this one. At 5'6", this is the position where I would be seating, and I can still get my hand over my head as well, so that's good headroom for the size of the car. We have here what feels to be leather wrapped steering wheel, the usual buttons here, no paddle shifters. We do have, which is a bonus on this model, that we do have memory seats 1 and 2, so that's good. And we have a hill, and this is the... So coming a little closer, we have the armrest here, which is a lot longer than the regular Mazda was in years before, and a lot longer than the Mazda 6.5. And it's a good height. A little higher would be better, but it's not too bad for leaning here and resting your armrest. It does slide back and lifts up, so it's got a good size. We do have a USB port in here and a 12 volt. so it's not a bad size. And this slides forward. We have the parking brake and the hold. Usual buttons here, as Mazda is known for having their little infotainment system and stereo buttons here. We have a regular shifter. We have the sport mode on and off button here. Now sport mode in the Mazdas, it just, I think, gears down one level and gives you a little bit extra RPM. It's not a full sport mode with changing suspensions and steering. It's just mostly the, I believe it goes down one gear for higher RPM. And I believe it actually may add a little bit more power to the rear wheels in sport mode. We do have cup holders way over here, a little cubby space here, and another USB hiding here. So we have the cubby here, USB here. We have the climate controls here and some buttons for the stereo here. So this is a very narrow section, but I'm sure it's bright enough to read what you're doing. It's got regular knobs for the climate control. It does have sync modes for dual sides. The infotainment screen looks like it's around 10, 11 inches, so it's pretty wide on this model. It's at a good height for eye level. At least it's recessed into the dash a little bit, so it's not sticking out like a sore thumb in some vehicles. We have analog for the tachometer and speedometer, and the interior circle here is digital or on-screen type display for the other information you normally have. If we back up here to the steering wheel, we have the usual knobs. No paddle shifters. Up here we do have a spot for one pair of sunglasses, and we got a smaller sunroof. I want to show that from the top. Okay, and we have no controls here for the garage door opener. So for anybody who kind of likes a small, compact car like this, but they love the idea of venturing down country roads, having extra abilities in our Canadian winters, this being an all-wheel drive is definitely a good alternative. It's got a little bit more cargo room, headroom, hip room than the regular Mazda 3 does. And it's a pretty nice stylish, I gotta say. And the seating on this one is definitely comfortable. It's not a luxury car, but I gotta give them thumbs up for the seating being comfortable and having good bolstering. Actually, definitely enjoy a little bit of a long ride in these seatings. Okay, so the all-new CX-30, guys. It looks really nice. Go check it out and subscribe and like to my channel, and look out for the full drive review on this vehicle coming out soon.